Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and as many of you guys may know, I play both Minecraft Java and Minecraft Bedrock editions. And whenever I play Minecraft, I always use some sort of graphics enhancement. Right now we are on the Minecraft Bedrock edition using the Minecraft RTX functionality, but when I play on Java edition, I use the Minecraft Java shaders provided through the Optifine mod. Today what we're going to do is wander around an RTX world as well as wander around Java edition shaders. And hopefully I can explain some of the differences between RTX and shaders, and you guys will be able to, at the end of the video, decide which one is best for you. We're going to quickly toggle the downfall again. I guess I need to make it really not rainy. So this is the Imagination Island RTX, I believe. It is a pack created, or it is actually a world and a pack bundled together. It is officially supported through the Nvidia Partners program, and that's something that RTX has that Bedrock does not, which is official support. Let's go ahead and take a step back and explain what exactly RTX is though, because many people may not know. So RTX is ray tracing technology developed in part by Nvidia, which is a graphics card supplier, and implemented into Minecraft. Now what that means is that the light in Minecraft when using RTX is rendered in real time. So if we go somewhere, let's actually head underwater. How about that? If we go underwater and we look around, you can see these sort of beams coming down. That is being rendered in real time. That means there is light being mathematically determined by the sun, and it comes down into the water, and due to the way that the pack is created, the water will react a certain way. Now, it can react because of physically based rendering, or PBR technology, and that allows each Minecraft texture. For example, there was this quartz, and then this is diorite. It has 5 different layers. It has an emissivity layer, a metallic layer, a roughness layer, a height layer, and a normal layer. These are also called maps on occasions. You might hear people talk about a normal map or a height map, and that changes the way that the texture looks. You can see like this one is fairly bumpy, and actually back at the entrance, you might have noticed these blocks, which from the top, they look very bumpy. And that means when the light hits them, they will be bumpy. That is in stark contrast to something, let's see, where is something shiny? I don't know if this pack, I'm not really familiar with this pack, but I bet it has something shiny. Let's see, is diamond shiny in this pack? If not, we can always transfer. It doesn't look like diamond has any enhancements. No, okay, so I'll show this off later as well. But you know, there's certain ways that the light can interact with the area around it, whether the light bounces off or gets absorbed, can be determined by these different layers. Now, as I said earlier, there is some official support. Right now we're playing on an officially supported map through the Nvidia Partners program. However, you can also go and download a Minecraft RTX pack off the internet or from a Discord or something, and you can have it rendered here. This is an exclusive feature to the Minecraft Bedrock edition on PC, and you need to have an Nvidia RTX card or the AMD equivalent, which means if you have a computer from a handful of years ago, it will not be able to run this. And if you're playing Java edition, there is no official support at all. Actually, this block is a little bit shiny, so you can see, you know, it catches the light differently, depending on if it's shiny versus if we put something not so shiny here next to it. You can see the difference, hopefully. If not, check out my Minecraft Let's Play series. There's a ton of good info there. Alright, this is all made possible through the Render Dragon engine, which is the new Minecraft Bedrock engine that helps do the graphics for the game. It's a handful of years old at this point, but it is present in the current version of the game, and so if you're playing, you're most likely using Render Dragon. I believe I've covered everything besides just that saying that Minecraft RTX can allow things such as shadows and sunbeams and reflections and refractions as well. So if we were to go under the water again, you can see some of that refraction. Very cool. You can see as we look through here, it sort of reflects off here. It looks very different, very distorted. That'd be refraction. It's very, very neat. It's very interesting technology. And I guess the final thing I want to mention is that Minecraft RTX requires you to use an RTX pack, which combines both a texture pack and, so to say, a shader pack. And the reason why that is because all the light in the game is calculated on its own, and it requires each block to know how to respond, versus a Minecraft shader, which we'll talk about later, which kind of just blanketly applies it. Let's quickly hop over to a different world so I can illustrate one quick point, and then we'll go into Java Edition so I can explain shaders. Alright, so here we are in my Minecraft survival world that I use for my survival let's play here on my YouTube channel, and we are standing in front of some diamond blocks, and this is not so that I can flex on you guys. I actually want to show off how the reflections work on something shiny. So you can see where my crosshair is, there, and right there. It's actually catching the different lanterns that I have and sort of reflecting them on. You can see them here as well. And that is because these real-time reflections are made possible by this diamond block having a texture, so it's blue and has these lines on it. That would be the texture. And then those 5 maps I talked about earlier, it basically instruct this block how to respond to all the light calculated from the various different light sources. So the sun is a light source, these lanterns are light sources, etc. And through those maps, it allows the shiny things to look shiny. So for example, up at the top here, you can see how the sun, or not the sun, the clouds and the building is being reflected onto my iron bars. Right here, you can see that the tools are red because it's reflecting off the red carpet. If I were to remove this, it would change colors. Things like that is what makes RTX truly what it is. That's what makes it so important, right? Once again, you can see the lava being reflected here in my smooth diorite floor. This is very smooth, so it's going to reflect a lot, versus this wood, which is very rough, and it's not going to reflect much at all. With that, I think I've covered just about everything I know about Minecraft RTX. Hopefully that answered a lot of your questions. And now we're going to go ahead and hop into Java Edition to discuss the Minecraft shaders provided by the Optifine mod. Alright, so here we are on Funland 3 on Minecraft Java Edition in order to explain Minecraft shaders. Before I begin, I want to say that I am using the complementary shaders with the following settings. We can go into my shaders and look at the settings really quickly. I don't want to go through each individual thing, but I think water is something I changed. I don't think I changed much of anything else. Yeah, so I'm using the Faithful texture pack with the complementary shaders. Now, shaders have been supported by Optifine since Minecraft 1.12, and before that, it was a dedicated mod known as the GLSL Shaders mod, I believe, more commonly just known as the Shaders mod. And there are no official requirements for the mod. You can install the mod in any computer. However, the different shader packs will require a different set of specific computer parts. So for example, if you're using a very high-end shader, maybe something like the Silder's Extreme shaders, then you'll need a fairly decent GPU, graphics processing unit, or graphics card. But if you're doing something like the Silder's Lite or the Silder's Enhanced, then you won't really need that additional boost. You can run it on something maybe more like a laptop. I have run shaders on laptops before. It's possible. You still get to 60 frames per second in some cases, depending on the computer. But that is one way that shaders differs very much from Minecraft RTX, and that there is no minimum requirement. If your computer, your PC, your laptop, your Mac can't run a shader pack, you have to find one that is a little less intensive, and then it should be able to run. Fairly simple. That means there are no requirements for Minecraft shaders. Shaders can have the physical-based rendering support, the PBR support that I discussed with the RTX. However, you need to also have a PBR-supported texture pack. And that is because in Minecraft shaders, the resource pack and the shader pack are not together. They are completely separate. You could be using any resource pack and any shader pack, and theoretically it will work totally fine. That is because Minecraft shaders does not do the sort of calculations that RTX does. It is not done in real time. It is sort of like a blanket programmed effect to go over. It says, hey, if there's a torch here, make it do this. Which means that if we were to get something like a diamond, it won't have those 5 layers that I explained before, and we won't see any reflections in here. There's nothing. There won't be any shininess, any roughness of the bottoms, because there's no PBR support in this texture pack. If you were to get a PBR-supported texture pack and a PBR-supported shader pack, it's possible to emulate the RTX, however, it will not be the exact same. You can see, however, though, that we have the shadows. If I were to go underwater, well, actually, let's go into some deeper water to show this off. There is still the, like the refractive elements going on. You can see sort of how that's bending and refracting. It's just not as nice in my opinion. You can still get, you know, like the sun rays coming down and In some cases, shaders can have its advantages over RTX as well. Let me see if I have any other notes that I wanted to mention. There's tons of options like you saw at the start. Shader packs are very much so open for the user to customize. For example, if I were to go back into my shader options, you can see I have basically PBR disabled. I have my water styled to look like RTX. I've changed the reflection intensity, the fog distance, etc., etc. Tons of menus to go through and tweak to make the shader pack look exactly like you want it. And that's because, like I said, the shaders are programmed in as opposed to being calculated in real time with RTX. You might notice that I have a shadow. That's something that was not present in RTX, and actually something the community has been fairly upset about. With Optifine, we can have all sorts of fun things. For example, like the glow squid's actually glowing. The glow squid actually emits some light, as you can see as it moves around. That's a combination of Optifine's dynamic lighting, as well as just the ability to have entities sort of be their own thing, which is why I'm able to have a shadow on me. If I were to summon like a cow, I guess. Well, actually, let's get a cow. Here we go. If you were to summon a cow, it will too have a shadow that isn't just like the circle shadow that Minecraft mobs tend to have. So it has the ability to do those in real time, which is something that RTX cannot do. At least not right now. RTX hasn't received an update in a very, very long time, which is something I'll talk about later. But yeah, it can't do that as of right now. We can also see there are the ability to make plants and whatnot wave. Let's see, is there any place where there's plants? Let's go over here to the mainland, and hopefully we can see something of that sort. If not, I can get some bone meal out. But you can see here, the grass is sort of wiggling back and forth. It's just like an animated texture. But it's something that the shaders can do. You can change the intensity of it in those settings I mentioned earlier. So tons and tons of customizability here. And I think that's truly what drives shaders home for some people as being like the preferred thing. But with that, we've covered, I believe, all the basic information. You know a little bit about RTX, you know a little bit about shaders. If you want to go more in depth, I recommend looking into the Nvidia RTX page to learn more about RTX. Or you can visit the Optifine website to learn more about the shaders. It'll link you out to a Minecraft forum page that tells you a little bit more about it. But now let's get down into the nitty-gritty and figure out which one is best for you. I have a handful of very, very easy questions to answer if you already own Minecraft and play the game. First question I have is, do you play on Bedrock Edition? And are you on PC? And do you have an RTX 20 series card or better? If you answered no to any of those questions, then RTX is not for you. It's simply not compatible with your system, where you play, or the technology that you have. And that is a pretty firm line. Minecraft and Mojang have stated that they do not have any plans currently to add ray tracing to Java Edition or onto consoles, even though the current generation of consoles do have ray tracing support. They have stated that they have no intention of bringing RTX to those platforms at this time. As I mentioned earlier, RTX has not received a major update since its final release out of beta. So it's kind of a project that has been neglected, and unless they've been secretly developing RTX 2.0 with the idea of revamping the entire system and adding console support, I wouldn't foresee console supports coming at all. So that is a bummer. But that's the truth with RTX. So if you do not have Minecraft Bedrock, a 20 series or greater graphics card, and a PC, then RTX is not for you. In that case, I would recommend you go with a shader pack. You have tons of options for choosing a lower end or higher end shader pack, depending on what your computer can handle. If you play on mobile or console, I don't believe there are any graphics enhancements that you can do besides just a resource pack. I have heard of ways of people doing some sketchy stuff to get shaders onto Pocket Edition, and you're more than welcome to look into that. But as far as officially supported techniques, I think that if you're not on a computer, then you're probably going to have to stick to resource packs. Now, let's imagine a world where someone has a computer, an RTX 3090 graphics card, and both Minecraft, Java, and Bedrock editions. which would I personally recommend for them if they have no preference over which version of the game they were to play? Personally, I would say Minecraft RTX is superior, and that is because it's truly a complete package. Minecraft Shaders has tons of options that you can configure, and they're super useful for getting it to be just the way you want it to be. But if you're willing to sort of take your hands off the wheel and let a pack creator do the work for you, you can get some very, very lovely stuff. I mean, I have been playing Minecraft pretty much exclusively with RTX turned on since I got my computer about 2 years ago, and it's been absolutely wonderful. There's still times when I'll look around and just be absolutely stunned by what I'm seeing. I love going underwater. I love being in caves. It's truly, truly an experience that I think is worth viewing. So those are my 2 cents. Feel free to leave a comment suggesting something different. Maybe if you have a big argument in favor of shaders, or if you like the RTX side of things, let me know. One is not better than the other. It's all about preference and what your specs and your technology can do. If you are playing on a Mac like I used to play on, then there are some great shader packs you can use on the Mac, and you can have a very nice looking Minecraft game. If you are on a super crazy gaming PC, like the one I'm on currently, then RTX is strongly worth considering, in my opinion. And that about wraps up everything I've had to say about RTX and shaders. I hope you guys found this video to be informative. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel. If you think they would enjoy it, it means a lot to me when you guys spread videos around. And I'll catch you guys all back here next time for my next video. Until then, as always, take care.